Hello, welcome back to more Final Fantasy 1. Today we're going to be doing the Mirage Tower. And the Mirage Tower isn't as bad as it looks, to be honest with you. Now, obviously floor 1, you can run all the way around, or you can come into this lovely room, pick up the treasures, and then just disappear out the door at the bottom. So obviously we're going to be doing it the easy way. Now, my tactics for battle have not changed whatsoever. No, that's a fancy attack weapon. No, fancy attack animation. Is what I wanted to say there, but I couldn't for some reason. I'm still devastated that our monk, no, our black mage is behind on one level. But you know, it is what it is. It is what it is, and it are what it are. So we'll clear out these chests here. Whoop. Now, that vorpal sword we just got there, it's lowering attack. I'm sure what it's meant to do is it's meant to what's the word I'm looking for? It's meant to give you an increased chance of crits. But I know it was bugged in the original, and I don't know if it works in this one or not. So I'm just not going to chance it. And the healing helmet, if you've got a mage, put it on your mage. I expect if you've got a ninja, put it on your ninja. It's got decent stats. I mean, the fact that it casts hail outside of battle is kind of useless, but the stats on it's not too bad, to be honest. But I'm not going to bother because the diamond helmet is significantly better, and I have no other helm users. So yeah, Age of Shield, which is going to go straight on our lovely knight here. So he's immune to stone and poison. So at this point, we're pretty much immune to, well, any ailment that I care about for most of the characters, but not all of them yet. But hopefully that will happen before long. I don't think I'll get immunity to everything on my monk apart from death. It's the only thing though. That heal staff's really putting in the work. I cannot lie. And up there we get a tent. Now if you notice up here we have a robot. We can talk to said robot, so why not? Let's do that. As we fight some were-tigers and saber-tooths. I think saber-tooth. Or am I thinking of a different enemy that's a possible rare encounter elsewhere? No, I think the saber-tooth's a rare encounter elsewhere, but obviously not rare here. I think I've blitzed through most rare encounters in the game at this point. We talked the robot. The robot's waited so long. Quick check your map to see all the treasures have gone there. So it's literally a case of just walking out the door. I should show you there's 18 treasures here to pick up in total. Black Knights. Right, he's gone. Not as dangerous as they are in Final Fantasy 2 apparently. Ah, come on, I'm disappointed my knight couldn't finish that off, mind you. Very disappointed. Very, very. Yeah, we're going to encounter a lot of these Guardian enemies here, but I mean, it's not the end of the world by any means. So it's just a nice little breeze through, to be honest with you. So we can go down and take these stairs up to the second floor. Now the second floor looks worse than it is. You just have to keep walking around till you can get into that room in the center. That is the only thing with the second floor, is it is a long walk around to get to where we actually want to be. But we'll make it there eventually. So I am hoping that we can get the Mirage Tower and hopefully the Flying Fortress done today. Is the aim. Oh, Pyralisks. I'm not so worried about the mummy. The Pyralisks I do want to get rid of, but I don't really want to use any of my big spell charges if I can help it. We can use a fire arrow. Sure, why not? We can chuck a simple little fire arrow, should kill everything. There we go. that mage actually proven useful for once. More pyralisks. Haha, your gaze do not affect me. Except for our monk, who can still be petrified, which kinda sucks. But even petrified, you still get XP in this game, so not really that worried, to be honest with you. At all. We'll quickly cure that with a nice gold needle there. Lovely. Oh, there's another robot. Let's see if we can get around and talk to him. I do like talking to the robots. Get up there, Master. Master Raiko. Proven why the Master is one of the best job classes in this game, to be honest with you. So let's go talk to the robot before we go into that big room. I'm not as worried about this encounter with the pyralists, so there only being 2 of them. Well, if I know my monk could one-shot them with his staff, then I wouldn't have wasted the fire ragger in the first one, to be honest with you. But hey ho, hey, come here. Our friend left on a journey to the west, took a warp cube and went to see our master. But yeah, we got the warp cube, which is obviously what we got from the robot in the waterfall cavern. See, it sucks that the master can still be poisoned and stuff, but what can you do? We are kind of limited in poison reduction gear at the moment, at least for some of the characters, but like I said last time we were poisoned. Poison's damage offset by the healing staff the next turn, so not really that bothered about it, to be completely honest. So we'll make our way into this lovely room here, and as you can see, more treasure, more free treasure. Oh, and hellhounds. When was the last time we saw hellhounds? Was it the Citadel of Trials? Or was it the Fire Cavern? Looking at that damage, it might have been the Fire Cavern we saw hellhounds, to be honest. So we'll just take all of this treasure here. And once we've got it all, I'll go over what it does. And who's getting what. So, oops. The dragon mail goes on our knight, obviously. It's the same as a diamond mail, except, you know, we get guards against fire and ice, and with the diamond helm, I don't think we get the thunder damage, the lightning resistance anymore with the diamond helm, which we don't, but who cares. The sunblade I'm going to put on here instead of the defender. 2% accuracy I'm not really worried about, just a little bit extra attack, and it deals more damage against the undead. Now Thor's hammer is going to go straight on our white mage. The Thor's hammer, when used as an item in battle, casts Thundara. But the fun thing is we can still use the healing stuff. So it's not that bad really. Or have we? Let's see if we can still use the healing stuff, even though I've got the Thor's hammer equipped. We should still be able to use it. Yeah, see, still use the healing stuff, so it's not the end of the world. It's still pretty much all I'm going to spam, to be honest. But it does give us an offensive, slightly more offensive option with the white mage if you want, just to attack. To be honest with you, it's got a decent attack stat. Well, we'll just continue churning our way through these battles and make our way up the Mirage Tower. There we go. Nice, oh, small levels. Lovely. End goal, you want to be as close to level 50 by the end as possible. If I'm a bit short of it, I'll just grind it out. It's not the end of the world. But obviously I do have another save where, you know, I've done the end game with the ninja, which I'll probably cover both. I'll probably cover doing the end game with this team and then doing the end game final boss with my other team with the ninja, just in case you went that route. Unfortunately, I don't have one where I've got a red mage, so I can't show off using a red mage, but Hubert Hubert's going to struggle. If Hubert dies and the boss fight's coming up, then Hubert dies, to be honest with you. It's one of them ones we can't really do much about. He is lacking... He's lacking a lot of health, to be honest with you. Like an awful lot of health. Which is a bit of a shame. But what can you do? I have no control over what status bonuses we get or anything like that, so we just get the joy of winging it, really. So we go up these steps here to the 3rd floor. Now, 3rd floor, nothing much spectacular going on here. I wasn't meant to show you the floor. You see, we've got all the treasures there. 1st and 2nd floor only. I mean, there's some decent treasures to be honest with you that we've picked up there. I wish I could say the same for the Flying Fortress. The Flying Fortress, unfortunately, the treasures are a bit lacking for the most part, but there is some decent stuff, to be honest. So, Blue Dragon. The Blue Dragon, I don't think the Blue Dragon's that bad, actually. Pretty sure we just beat him up. Yeah, we just beat him upside the head and he dies. It's a shame the dragons in this aren't as strong as other games. And as you can see there, we step on this panel with the Warp Crystal. Game will automatically use it and we get to fly to the skies. Now this is the Flying Fortress. Let me make sure we're healed up there. We are. Now, Flying Fortress isn't too bad, to be honest with you. Let's go back and show you where the treasures are. East, west, south. Nice and easy. Not too bad at all, to be honest with you. And as you can see, the stairs are up there, so we'll head south first. The enemies here do get a little bit harder. Where are we at? There it is. Not the major stuff. The healing stuff, there we go. Oh, so where's my healing stuff? There it is. The enemies do get a little bit harder, and this does have a super boss in it. And I would like to show off if I can get it to spawn. Hopefully I can. I mean, technically it's not a super boss, but it acts like a super boss as far as this game's concerned, realistically. As this game doesn't actually have any super bosses. There we go. I might actually try that Vorpal Blade out, you know. I'll run some... I know what it is. After this battle, we'll equip the Vorpal Blade instead of the Sunblade on our fighter. No, our knight. And we'll see what the... We'll see how often we score crits. Let's find out. Let's see if it's still glitched in this game. Because even if the attack drop, if it's gonna give us crits, then it's gonna be a lot better for us. So let's find out. No crit. No crit, and we dealt 6 damage. Well, there we go. So far we've hit a 50% crit rate. How about this one? Alright, so we hit two of our 3 attacks were crits. So this here is the Razor, which it kind of sucks, but it does cast Scourge when used, so I guess that's decent. We'll run a little bit longer with the Vorpal Blade just for testing purposes. It's not a weapon I normally use, to be honest with you, so why not? Might as well. We'll see what happens. No crit. Obviously, by the 3rd battle, if he's not hitting more crits. That kill is an instant death attack, by the way, which we're protected from with the Protector ring. Okay, again, a 50% crit rate. I mean, if it averages 50% crit rate, I suppose it's not a terrible weapon. Let's see. Well, that was a crit straight off the bat, wasn't it? So, we're 1 for 1 now. It'd be even easier to tell if our master didn't just kill everything. So, we were 2 for 2 there. Can we go 3 for 3? 3 for 3. 3 for 3 on crits, but the damage output is still lower than that of the Sunblade or the Defender. So, kind of makes you wonder why. I also get very confused with this, why it's giving us more gil. We have no use for gil at this point, right? There is nothing new to buy anywhere. We've got everything we've got. I mean, I guess I can use it to stock a mass amount of items. It's like giving us a singular portion. There we go. Get rid of that. So 424,000 gil, which I suppose I'll use as a by Earth Medusa. I'll use as Doomsday prepping, I guess, for the final dungeon when we get there. Ooh, Manticores. Yeah, unfortunately, the enemies don't really take much of a beating at this point in the game. Well, the regular enemies don't anyway. The experience they give is fantastic. But the enemies are a bit lackluster. Right, let's do the Black Flanks properly this time, right? Healing staff. Do I still have... Yeah, the major staff. Major staff should kill them, I think. Will it? Yeah. Lovely. A protect ring, which we've already fully capped out on, and another healing helm, I guess, if you want it. As you can see, we've already fully stocked on protect rings, and a secondary healing helm that I'm not using isn't really going to do much for us. I mean, you know. But we take what we can get. Anything excess we can just sell for more Doomsday prepping, I guess. So look at that. Our white mate's got a level up and gained absolutely nothing level-wise for it. Which is a bit of a shame. I mean, to be honest, I don't think I really need the healing all that often at the minute. Might just put everyone on attack mode, actually. Don't really think I need the constant turn healing at the moment. What you step on these little pads, teleporters, whatever they are. It takes you to the next one. So this one here, as you can see, we've got a lot of rooms here. Three on each side, and there's treasure in each of them. So obviously I'm going to do it top down, I'll go left to right, then probably right to left. Oh, look, we've got a Spirit Naga. Had a Spirit Naga. It's gone now. Ooh. Hey. Nope. Let's see, but I thought that was a mini boss earlier. So there we go. Do apologise about that. Another air elementals and Spirit Naga. But again, they don't really stand up to much. Well, looking at that damage there of 59, I think I might actually just put my white mage back on constant healing. We'll get a cottage and a mithril helm. I think the mithril helm's a little bit outdated at this point. I'm not going to lie. I don't really think the mithril helm's going to be coming in handy for anything. Even selling purposes, the mithril helm's worth very little. We'll get some diamond gloves here that we'll not use because, well, I don't want to give up my protect ring. I'd rather have instant death protection than I would extra defense. Well, I think it's the same defense as the protect ring, to be honest with you. But we can move our way around now. We'll find some more Manticores. But it is what it is. Put it. Silly Manticore. Yeah, we'll burn through this place very quickly. So even the enemies are scared of us and trying to run away now. But we get a diamond shield and a ribbon. Now the diamond shield we've already had before, we don't want that. The ribbon we could put on our knight, but he's already got protection against stone and poison there, and they have ribbons. So at this point, I will sacrifice the 3 defense that our master gets from not having it for protection against poison and petrified. I mean, it just makes life so much easier if I don't have to worry about getting status. Blind I can deal with. Blind doesn't stop you from hitting, it just lowers your hit the amount of hits you get. And the defense is still, on our master's still decent. I mean it's not, he's got 33 defense, but still. Ooh, stone golems. Aha! No snow for you. Get. I would have loved it if our Black Mage's physical attack killed there. But unfortunately, hitting the enemies upside the head just doesn't seem to work very well. I just don't want to burn through spell charges at this point. If I'm going to look for... Say now I've got no worry from Earth Medusas, Pyroliths, Cockatrices, anything like that, we can no longer be petrified. Nobody on our team can be petrified, and we can no longer be poisoned. And poison's been a problematic status ailment in this game since, what, the Earth Cavern? So if we don't have to worry about that, then the life's a lot easier. Now, there's only a few more treasures to pick up here. Not many. But, you know, we've got a few. We've got a few. Ooh. That's what we make our way through these black plants. I mean, these black plants are such a boring fight. I really should just have me Black Mage casting fire. And I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm just going to use it from the spell charge. It is quicker to cast it from the staff, as you can see, but I wouldn't fight them, I would just run away, but they give really good experience. And we can just loot that again. I mean, if we had a team of masters, we would be killing them all right about now. Now this room here, this is a key item, the adamantite. Absolutely 100% pick up the adamantite. If I can actually talk properly, which seems to be a bit of a struggle for us at the moment. Well, the adamantite is very, very important. I suppose it's not very important. Nice job, Hubert. The adamantite is good. There's no doubt about that. We will be needing that. But I suppose very important is, you know, that's saying that, you know, you can't finish the game without it, when you 100% can. Yeah, major stuff, fire. I mean, honestly, I'm probably just going to stick with this now until we get to the end with this dungeon. Just for the black plans. Like I say, they give good experience. Everything gives good experience. Now here we get the white robe and the black robe. Now, this is completely up to you. It's the same defense as the ruby armlet. Now, it gives us protection against fire and instant death and casts invisible when used as an item. Now, the black robe will lower our defense. Protects against slow and ice and casts Blizzara when used. Now, I do like the black robe there. And what you could do here realistically is pass the diamond armlet to your white mage. But because of the way the white mage's health has went, I mean, 548 health, I'm actually going to pass my diamond armlet to my master. If I was running a thief there, which would be a ninja at this point, the diamond armlet would probably just go to my white mage. But as I'm not, it hasn't. Now, as you can see there, we're making our way through the 33 treasures in this area. That's right. 33 treasure chests here. Most of them utterly useless. But for the sake of the fact that, you know, I cannot not get the treasures, we're going to go for it. Obviously, that third ribbon we picked up, if you are playing it where you've got a ninja, just take the stat hit on your ninja from the hail helm and give them that third ribbon. Just so the same as what I've done, you've got, you know, everybody protected against all status elements. Now we've got another fun floor here, where we're going to fight more guardians, and this time soldiers. If I remember rightly, I think soldier is the rarest encounter on this floor, which says a lot considering, you know, we got it in the first battle. But Easy enough taken care of. From this observation, we can look out in the entire world. The four forces of fire, earth, water, and wind appear as mist, going to a single point. The Chaos Shrine. So see, everything's in perfectly synced for the Chaos Shrine. Right, so this place here has, as you can see, has a few more a few more rooms we can go into. So we'll start by going, another soldier? Really? Another one? My good golly gosh. Well, it can die anyway. Wunderbar. So what we're going to do here is, as you can see, the north room, the east, nothing in the two south rooms, and the west room are the only rooms that have treasures in them. Now, the easiest way to do this is, sorry, I misspoke, north, west, east, is I'll go north, then east, then west, because west's near where we're going to be teleporting to the next floor anyway. I suppose if you didn't buy protect rings, then you're pretty sorted now, because I think we have found 2 protect rings at this point. But honestly, I just like buying them. They're not that expensive, and I mean, this game doesn't make it that hard up for money. I mean, most of the money grind I've done was completely pointless. Seeing as how I've got over 500,000 gil just sat there that I'm not going to get to use. And that poison darts now, everybody is immune to that. We can no longer be poisoned, which is, which is fairly nice. We don't like poison. Poison is a bad status ailment. Even if the healing staff does, heal more than the ticks we take, I'd still rather not take them if I can. But, it is what it is. It is what it is. As we just, continue to blitzy our way through here. Blitzy? Yeah, that's essentially what we're doing. We're blitzing our way through, I suppose. Protect cloak, which we'll go over in a minute as we grab these. Now, the protect cloak is a very interesting item. It is essentially the shield, but for a mage. Now, you've got your choice on which mage you want to put this on. Personally, I'm going black mage. His HP pool is a lot lower, so I'd rather the extra defense. Ooh, vampire lords. These were again a mini boss much earlier, if you remember. We fought these in the... Where did we fight the vampire lord? The Earth Cavern. Yeah, it was in the Earth Cavern, and the first run through of the Earth Cavern. We defeated the Vampire Lords. Vampire Lord. And the Dark Fighter is just a reskin of, obviously, Astos, the Dark Elf. But again, a pushover. As everything should be at this point in the game, realistically. We get a gold needle, some more gil. And this isn't an encounter in the box. This is just purely the fact that, I happened to get into an encounter right beforehand. Something I didn't go over, which I'll go over with after this battle and after we've got this treasure, that I should mention as we get the Saskier's blade, which none of us can use. The Saskier blade, I'll show it off here, is a weapon for a ninja. 33 attack, 35 accuracy is ridiculously good. I mean, it puts the damage above the fighter. Now, you'll notice the fighter has access to the first 3 levels of white magic. I'm pretty sure the ninja gets access to the first 3 levels of black magic. You can fill them slots out if you really want to. I tend to, just because, I mean, we've got so much excess money, we might as well. Even though it says you cannot use magic, I'm not sure if you can actually get any. But it's there. Now, just to show here, that's all the treasure's done. Now, this here, as you can see, there's the stairs. Except this room loops round. So what you want to do here is you go south. Ooh, mind flares. They can't do anything to me now, and wow, they died to a single firer. So we go south twice, and then east twice. So you're going down two screens, and you want to go right 2 screens, and that will take you to the stairs. Is, you know, the easy version of it. And that will get us to where we're going. See, nice and easy when we're there. No dilly dallying, no shilly shallying. We're straight there. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. Right, so this is the final floor of the Flying Fortress, as you can see. This floor has 1 encounter on it, if I remember rightly. And it is the rarest encounter in the game. Which is why I've got the others here. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to find this encounter so I can show it off, hopefully. All it's going to do is it's just going to involve me running backwards and forwards until I find it. Now, I will take care of that off screen. And I'll obviously, you know, meet you back in the battle once it happens. So I'll take care of that, and hopefully I'll not be too long. Right, then we're back. I finally found Warmech. It's took me ages to do this. I think I've gained like 10, 11 levels while doing so. But this is the hardest regular battle in the game. So I couldn't not show it up, just in case while you're here, you do run into him. Now, same as anything, we will start by buffing our party, because this dude absolutely 110% hurts. As you can see, would have been better if I came in here at full health, but what can you do? We can still rip him to shreds, so I'm not worried. Wow, look at all that damage our monk did. This is one of those battles where you really can't be scared to just chuck everything you've got at it. We'll do it in Visra. And now we can get the monk buffed up. And after that, we should be good to go, apart from any possible healing that's needed. You want to think that damage is through Protect as well. I have a Protero, which is increasing my defenses, and I'm still taking that on my highest defense character. So you can imagine what you do to the others. Now, here I'm going to chuck a holy out, and I'm done as far as buffing's concerned. I'm going to start just chucking everything I've got into it. If I get a chance, I will get my white mage in on healing as well, alright? Or I can just one-shot him with a monk. Slash master. Well, all of that preparation there seemed totally pointless. When I could have just... Well, I could have just done what you've seen is going to be your plan going ahead. But for now... Lich, Marith, Kraken. Yeah, we've done them all. Time to show yourself, Tiamat. And we shall drop you as well. Now, the plan going forward for every boss is pretty much the same. Buff, attack, kill. With the Protera. Honestly, after that last performance, I think I'm just going to go straight to buffing the monk first. Because I'll buff my master first. Tiamat has a lot more defense than Warmech. I think I got really lucky with Warmech. With the damage the monk actually just kicked out there. But, you know, it is what it is, and it are what it are. We take it where we can take it. So, we'll get all our buffs in place yet again. Yeah. And then punch him with the monk. This ice storm could hurt. Well, no, it wasn't too bad. Our monk just shreds again at this point, right? There's not much reason to buff our knight. I don't think Tiamat has that much health. He is going to die on the next pass, and it's all thanks to our monk. But, you know, just in case he doesn't, let's pretend that he's going to survive, and we're going to chuck out, you know, our big spells. Poison gas, that doesn't affect us. And there goes our monk yet again. Look, right, I'm going to be hands down. The ninja gets, I think the ninja gets the highest attack value weapon in the game, I believe. Like, the ninja is really good, but absolutely nothing beats a buff monk. A buff monk is just absolutely insane. As you've seen there, this is essentially playing the game as close as you can get to easy mode in the Pixel Remaster and the PSP version is by having a master. And like I say, I could have had two. If I really wanted to, I could have just completely ignored the knight altogether. But now that we've done that, and we are back on this lovely world map here, once I take care of the encounters, I'm going to try and skip as many encounters as possible for repeat areas. But, you know, it is what it is. We are actually going to head to Melmond, because we have a couple of things to do now before we go and tackle the final dungeon of the game. Now, one of them... No, not Melmond. I don't want to say Melmond for. I don't want Melmond. I want Dugar. I want to go to Dugar, which is down here. Why did I say Melmond? I want Mount Dugar. Because if we talk to this smithy here, we can give him the adamantite that we found. This adamantite. I'll use this to make you the finest sword you'll ever wield. You're just going to hit the adamantite. You're not going to do anything else. You're just going to crack the adamantite a couple of times. Thank you for the sword. But for doing that, we get the Excalibur. Now the Excalibur is obviously going straight on the knight. Like, let's be real. Look at that jump there. I mean, I'm at 100% accuracy with most weapons now because of my level. But I mean, 64 attack gives him higher attack than the monk, but the monk still does more damage. But the Excalibur does have the bonus of being fully effective against everything. There is not a monster, enemy, boss, you name it, that stands against the Excalibur. Now, before we make our way to the Cure Shrine, I just want to go and do a bit of shopping. We've got more than enough money. I'm going to go pretty much sell anything that I don't use, and I'm going to max my item count out for pretty much everything, to be honest with you, at this point, because I can. So I'm going to take care of that, and I will meet you at the Cure Shrine. So yeah, I'll be right back. Right, so I'm back from my little shopping trip and guy there. I'll show you what I've kept and what I haven't. So item wise, anything that can be bought, I have maxed out on. I kept the Saskia's blade just in case you're running a ninja, because you'd still have kept that. The major staff for casting a free fire, healing staff for that free heal, giant skulls for saber. You'll notice the wizard staff there because I've buckled and I bought the cat's claws for the black mage. Just so I can show it off. Oops, I'll turn the counters back on now that I'm not walking around a low area. Yeah, I bought the cat's claws just so I can show them off, just so you can see whether or not, you know, it's actually a purchase that's, you know, something that might tickle your fancy or not. Now, I'm running my airship to the left of this here, just because this is what I always do. And it is time. We are ready to take on the Cure Shrine. Oh, I could have spoke to those bats there, I think. Oh, I'll see if I can... I have I talked to the crystal again inside, the same thing inside. But fire, earth, water and wind on the black crystal. One step forward and we go back 2,000 years in the past. 2,000. Which is a lot of years to go back. And obviously we're going to do it automatically. You know, I don't get the option. But if you want to leave, you can come back to the first floor of the Cure Shrine and just step on the teleporter, it brings you back. See, and these are the bats that the Lufenians were referring to before, the five warriors. See, one distorting the beautiful light of the crystals, the true root of all evil. The light of the foe we've been seeking. Shine the light of say. It tells you what to do, but I mean, let's be honest, it's not rocket science. Oh, well, here we go. Let's defend, defend. Actually, no. You attack, you defend, you attack, you defend. There you go, that's the damage we want. So, I mean, we're not learning a lot of damage from the Black Mage coming forward, but it's better. Curse of the Fiends, change them. Oh, so now that we're Sky people. 400. So, we beat the Fiends, and they can speak again, but we beat the Fiends and they can't turn back from being bats again. Now, this here is the Cure Shrine, 2,000 years in the past. We cannot leave. We cannot go outside. We are confined to this one area. So. Oh, here we go. So. 3 sets of stairs. We want the ones in the southeast. Which I've already took a wrong turn to get to. Now, same as most for these battles, I am just going to use my items and regular attacks. The heal staff's not really doing much at this point, but God, the monks, the master still damages the fighter. I will try to cut out as many random battles as possible. I might even put no encounters on, to be honest with you, because the enemies are pretty much the same as what we fought in the Flying Fortress. There's not a lot of difference at this point, but you know, any levels we gain are good levels, I suppose. So on floor 2, there's not much we can do here. There's one set of stairs. I am literally just going to go the direct route. I will pick up any treasures on the way. But I'm not going to explore everything. So on the 3rd floor here, our aim is to go to the big middle room. As always. If in doubt, aim for the big room in the centre. Ooh, green dragons. I wish I wasn't an auto for that. But this could be a not so dangerous battle. Okay, it doesn't matter. I honestly didn't know if we'd one-shot them there if we were in for a world of hurt, but of course we one-shot them, why wouldn't we? Now, as far as final dungeons go, this isn't a difficult final dungeon. I mean, the levels I'm at, you'd probably just be near enough that mark anyway by the time you actually get to the end of this dungeon. It's just because I was looking for war mech to sort of sped it up a little bit. But you will see a lot of recurring themes here with some of the enemies. They are mini bosses we fought earlier. Again, the Vampire Lord from obviously, you know. Let me fight the Vampire Lord. The Earth Cavern and the Dragon Zombie was obviously the Citadel of Trials to leave after we acquired a rat's tail as our proof of courage. We had to fight a zombie dragon, 2 zombie dragons before we could actually leave. But I mean, the biggest pain of this place is just going to be the constant healing. This is not somewhere where I want one of my party members to die, if I'm completely honest with you. I would rather my party survived. But we should have absolutely no problem just absolute one-bombing everything. Like I said, obviously. Ooh, a Death Eye. How did we get ambushed? I spoke to you. That hurt, Mr. Death Eye. Please go away. Thank you. Yeah, you saw that right for the Death Eye. That was 1 kill and 1 experience. 1 kill, 1 experience from the Death Eye. But we shall loot this place for a dryadder and a random fight before getting this chest. This is not a fight for this chest. This was just a rather unlucky pile, I guess is how to look at it. But we get an elixir. Now we talk to this tablet at the front here. we're finally going to play that loot that we've carried everywhere since the beginning of the game. And we're going to absolutely hammer out, you know, a great song. Which gets us some free stairs to go down. So, now we're back on the second floor. Yeah, we're back on the second floor now. As you can see, there's some stairs in the top left, and that's it. So there's only one way we can go. I don't remember if there's anything in these rooms, but I will check. Yeah, healing stuff will do. Don't think there's anything in there. Good experience in this place, so some very good experience. Yeah, if I put my head in this room here, as you can see, no treasures, so we'll just make the beeline straight for them stairs. Winter wolves and ice geysers. I think the enemy pool, the further you get into this game, like the last, what, 2-3 dungeons, just gets kind of weird. You only go between fighting mini bosses and potential full groups of dragons to war mech, which is, like I've said, the strongest regular enemy in the game, to fighting things that we fought in the Ice Covenant, like the midpoint of the game. But I'm pretty sure that Rios, by the way, that's left on the screen, I'm pretty sure that is the rare encounter on this floor. But rare encounter, schmare encounter. So this one here, there's not much to do apart from go east. I say that these first few floors are pretty self-explanatory, to be honest with you. But yeah, I just like watching how much damage the master does. He honestly gets insane. Now, spell-wise for battles, if you want to use them, chuck everything but your level 9 spells, really. I'd recommend keeping, you know, your level 7 to your level 9? Your level 6 to your level 8 spells on your white mage, and honestly, as far as your black mage, so like, yeah, keep the Invisalign to your level 6 down to your level 8. The black mage, just make sure you keep your level 4 for haste and your level 9 for flare. Everything else, right, is absolute free game if you want to use it. Purple worms, purple nibble. Damn, that fire spell did a bit more than I was expecting it to, actually. Even though I still haven't, you know, showed off the pure damage he does with his cat claws yet. Well, we go down here to basement 1, which, as you can see, doesn't actually offer us much apart from a set of stairs as far away as possible. Are we going to loop all the way around to now? Yeah, no, this still isn't a good one to show. I was going to say, should we show off the cat claws here, but still not good. But you know, we'll just chunk our way through these golems, stone and clay. They pose little to no threat, to be honest with you. Like I said, after I've finished this knot and everything, I will show you the party with the other save I've got, which is fighter, white and black wizard, and then a ninja, to show you the difference. I've already beat the boss on that and everything, but that's just a simple run through the final chaos shrine. Nothing to pick up and whatnot. So really, more stone and clay golems? Like, come on, guys. Do we really have to? Like, I was quite content not having to fight you guys again, if I'm completely fair. But I guess it can't be helped. Now see, there is still some half decent stuff to pick up in here. There's not a lot, as you know from the amount of chests we've got left. I mean, how many chests we've got left to pick up in here? 5. Don't be fooled by walking down there. You can see you only get part way down. I did it the first time I played. I'll 100% admit I saw that then. I was like, well, I'll just run down there to get to where I want to go. And I was like, nope. No, I cannot. That slowed really dampened my night there. By golly gosh. Yeah, he really got hammered. I should care more, but I really don't. But you know. He can do what he does. That's absolutely fine. I don't care about that. There we go. I would turn encounters off, but I enjoy the experience. Plus, there's an occasional enemy that, you know, I might not have shown up yet, or we might not have encountered yet. That, you know, just so you can see, I mean, I can't sit here and go through the bestiary as well. I do have the full bestiary. But here you'll notice orbs again. So this time, we're going to fight an upgraded version of Lich. And when I say an upgraded version of Lich, I mean I'm going to do very minimal buffing and just hit him really, really hard. Because it's Lich. He looks cool, but he doesn't hit very hard. The Holy Spell animation does look pretty cool though. And I love Flare. Holy and Flare are AoE, by the way. Just so you know. They are fully AoE spells. Honestly, I'm just going to use a Diagra actually. Now that we've got that buff up, we'll cast Haste and hope. I was going to say and hope that the Master goes after the Black Mage like he normally does, but he didn't this time. Yeah, Diagra, Holy. About the same. I don't know if Holy's actually elemental in this game or not. Now that I think about it. So you can keep up. Actually, no. Let's put you on a Hilda. Where's Hilda? Hilda. We'll show off them cat claws on the Black Mage. Or maybe we won't, because Lich won't survive. But that is Lich taken care of yet again. Now, these are upgraded versions of the Archfiends that we're fighting. Or going to be fighting, I should say, but they're not that much better than previous versions. They're just slightly upgraded. As you see, there's the next one there, which is Monolith. Now here is, well, what looks to be an absolute impossible area. But there is a door. Where there is a door, there is a chance. And we all know that. Ooh, red dragons. I can't remember encountering red dragons. Did I? No, yeah, no, I did. I fought red dragons at Medusa's place, didn't I? Yeah. Medusa's? Marla's place, rather. Yeah, so here we are. We got to go around. And it's literally a case of just looping. Like what you can see there, just looping down to that door. There's nothing else special at this top part here. But, you know, it is there. Why do them red dragons put more of a beating on us than the green dragons did? I'm pretty sure green dragons are a little bit stronger. That blade, that's the way I mean, it's the blaze spell. You could see obviously with that blaze spell why I was a bit worried if I got attacked by multiple of them in the fire cavern. That blaze spell would have done absolute numbers at that point in time on my team. To the point where I wouldn't have had much left to show for it. I got a couple of fire lizards though. Can my Black Mage get an attack in with these cat's claws? No, he cannot, because the warrior wants to finish it again. No, the monk. Right, so we have Marlath there that we can fight. But you'll notice there's 2 doors down the bottom there. Anyway, we should get to see the cat claws damage here better. Hopefully. I would like to show off the cat's claws. Yeah, there we go. 150. I mean, 158 from the Black Mage against a Dragon isn't terrible for a physical attack, even at a crit. It's just not spectacular, but then again, neither's using the Fire Rod against enemies that aren't weak to fire, so... You know, take as you will, realistically. Take as you will. But what we're going to do is we're just going to keep chunking. We're just going to chunk and chunk and chunk and chunk. There we go. As you can see here, we've got a couple of treasures that we can pick up on each side. Another Protect Cloak, which is always nice, and it's going onto our White Mage there. Fire Elementals. Are these guys actually get a chance to attack this time? I mean, maybes. Hey, they did. Get sliced. Nope, still didn't kill them. Honestly, seeing the Monk or Master do so much damage at this point is just insane, to be honest with you. It's actually insane, and I mean, I haven't purposefully grinded. All I did was kill things while looking for War Mech. Until I got bored of killing things because my levels got a bit high. But you see, if you're in here where I would have been around what mid to high 40s, you will finish this area, or at least get to the final boss of this area, roughly the level I'm at anyway. When I'm what, level 55? I mean, that is decent. Oh no, we got ambushed by a Fire Gigas. Die. But now we gotta go out of this way and go in the other side. A lot of Fire Gigases in this side. A lot of Fire Gigases. Well, you know what they say. If you go down to the Cure Shrine today, be sure of a big surprise. Fire Gigases and Lava Worms are having a picnic in disguise. Another Protect Ring that we don't need because, let's be honest, we've been maxed out on Protect Rings for a while, and those extra two we had I sold anyway. It's not like I can use them, so it is what it is, and it are what it are. But we just continue our little wrecking crew through here, nice and easy there. As we're making our way down to that room there. I think I'm actually going to make the conscious decision. I do believe I am going to turn off random encounters. To be honest, I think we've pretty much seen what the random encounters do, and there's nothing new. There's no new enemies or anything. Yeah, no. We'll do that. Let's turn the random encounters off. I never know how to just play this game using the right analog stick. That's a new one. But down here we get a Saskia's Blade, which takes us to 2 Saskia's Blades for ninjas. Why ninjas need 2 Saskia Blades is beyond me. I'm pretty sure dual wield isn't a thing in this game. I'm almost certain it is. Now, I know people might come after us like, oh, you turned off battles here. You're not really showing off, you know, any strategy for what this final dungeon is meant to be like. And I say, look, this is the strategy, right? You haste the ninja, the monk, or the ninja with the Saskia's Blade. You haste them, you saber them, you attempt to do the same on your warrior, protect, invis, kill. Heal where applicable. Get screwed, Marilith. Get an invisor up and a haste on that dude, and then have our monk go to town. Simple as that. Speed up through that invisor. I'm just going to speed up through these animations in this boss fight here. Speed up through haste. There we go. And now, honestly, we can just full on go to town. And yet again, another kill that our master steals from everybody. Well, that is Marilith defeated. Marilith is now dropped. Nice and easy. And we're only missing 1 treasure now. 1 treasure chest. But if we head down here to basement 3, you'll see there's just another door there. I mean, there's not much to this floor, to be honest with you. It is pretty much what you see, to be honest. When you just look in here, and you can see it is just the fact that we've got to run loops to get down there. That's purely it. We've got to get down there. Yeah, because I mean, look in here. There's nothing in here. Tricky center room there. So the easiest way to do this, I mean, there is no easy way to do this really. You pick left or right. Pick left or right, go that way. Run around through all these doors. Whoever's controlling these fiends has devised a very fiendish plot to stop us from getting down to the bottom any quick. But here's cracking, and yet again, the exact same strategy. This seems like a great strategy until you realise this is the only strategy that you actually have to do. There is straight up no other strategy in this game. This is play for play, exactly how I'm going to do every fight. Just like that. I always didn't really see that. Sometimes I think I should buff the warrior first because his damage is just lower than the monks to start with. But then I remember the monks out here doing that, so like, should I really buff the warrior first? Or should I just let the monk wreak absolute havoc on everybody? So I mean, even with that, I think the damage buff that my warrior is now getting the same as my monk. I'm still pretty certain that, yeah, the monk still just naturally hits harder. Will dissolve the Kraken quicker for the second time. I wonder why all the fiends are back in the past though. I'm pretty sure we defeated all the fiends. I'm pretty sure they're dead. Now yes, I have also played Stranger of Paradise. I love Stranger of Paradise. Stranger of Paradise is a very good game. Now, we want to go all the way down there. Now this is one of the reasons I turn encounters off, right? Because we're going on a little bit of a mission here, down here, to get this treasure. The final treasure in the game. The Masamune, which is only usable. Oh, it's not. Ooh, I'm putting it on my knight. I would normally, if you're running a ninja, put it on your ninja. Right, this is without a doubt the strongest weapon in the game. Whether it beats the Excalibur, with the Excalibur obviously dealing extra damage against, well, being effective against all enemies, like all creature types and all enemies. Let's do some testing. We can be official testers here. Let's do this, right? So Iron Golem with the Masamune here. I need a non-crit with both weapons, or a crit with both weapons here realistically. Let's just speed that up. Right, 552 we did there, right? So, if I was to change the Masamune to the Excalibur and then attack, 199. Yeah, so look, the Masamune does just deal more damage. I mean, we'll give it another round just for an extra intensive test. Yeah, Masamune outperforms the Excalibur. You heard it here first, folks. Like you see, if you have a ninja though, right, 100% that Masamune goes on the ninja. And the warrior just sticks with the Excalibur and you would actually wreak damage. Like, you will be doing so much damage a turn. With a lovely little combination. But it's not even funny, to be honest with you. Oh, we'll get through these animations because that's all this first turn is here. As always. Get the hair stuff. Beautiful. Now actually buffing the warrior makes a little bit more sense, seeing as how he can finally actually join in with the damage here. Ow. I mean, he's still not going to be reaching what the monk's reaching, but he does enough. I don't even think the monk's is based on his strength, you know, it's just the amount of hits he's getting. He's getting 28 hits because of haste. So obviously he's going to be doing more damage. Yeah, we can go flare, why not? But the monk's also fast. I mean, to be fair to the warrior there, he was 2,000 damage behind. Which, no, it wasn't, he was 200 damage behind there. He got killed by flare. Goodbye, Tiamat. Goodbye. Yeah, so the warrior wasn't too far behind there with the Masamune on. Which is, you know, always decent. But here we are on the bottom floor of this lovely shrine. I am going to make sure I am fully healed. I would recommend doing the same. Make sure you got all your spell charges. Now, this is, as you can see by the amount of pillars here, this is the final encounter in the game. The most renowned knight of Cornelia. It can't be. Garland? 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 Who the hell's Garland? Garland? Well, hell, if I can kill you 2,000 years in the future, my dude, I can kill you in the past. Oh, so the Fiend sent him into the past, and he sent him into the future. Well, they sent him back in the past. So is this not just an inevitable time loop? Is there any point in us doing this? Or does killing them here actually break the time loop? He's reborn again here. So even as you die again and again, I shall return. 4. Chaos. Who honestly, listen to it. I absolutely love Chaos's battle theme. Chaos hurts. As you've just seen there, Chaos hurts. So you've got to be diligent. Make sure you've got your protector, make sure you've got your invis up. Get your buffs up. Do not for a second think that you're... Sorry, I thought I forgot a buff from my monk there. I was trying to remember. Yeah, do not think for a second that your white mage is going to get much time off to not heal. I mean, point in case there, me poor knight's only been hit twice. And he's already below half. And he has the highest defense. His defense is impeccable. So, we'll get the heal there out. I don't think buffing my knight any further is going to do anything, my monk any further is going to do anything, but I'm willing to try. There's very little else for my black mage to do at this moment in time. Did I use the giant's glove on my monk or not? I can't remember. Jack. Yeah, no heal there, right, so let's put the black mage on the action there. Oh yeah, he has saber. Alright, okay, cool. Chaos does have more defense than anything else. Like I say, my white mage now, she's just going to be locked in to that heal. I mean, I suppose you could cast the null elements if you really wanted to reduce some of the elemental damage it deals with, like the blaze, the ice storm, the thunder, which isn't a bad idea. But bearing in mind that you're trying to do this around trying to make sure that your party doesn't actually die, makes it a little trickier. But as long as you've buffed up your DPSs, be that double monk, double knight, double ninja, ninja monk, whatever you've gone for, as long as you've got them buffed, this fight shouldn't be too much of a problem. Yeah, Kuraju and Kuraga are a single target, which is why I don't use them. We'll go for another flare. We'll go for another flare as we get blazed yet again. I mean, honestly, if I can catch up to the heal, like catch up with the healing, I will get a null blaze and everything up. But that's only if I can keep on top of the healing. If one of my DPSs go down, I'm in a very, very tricky position. So right now I'm gonna null blaze up. I mean, there's not even any point trying to debuff him at this point. We just go all in with flare with the black mage. And he hits us with the flare. For huge damage. Absolutely insane. And no blaze misses, of course it does. Thank you so much. A saber worn off? No. My knight just really does suck. I tell you what. Let's get another temper on him. Temper stacks with saber. Same effect, different spell. So let's do that. You know, I would like them doing a little bit more damage here. And then we're going to get a temper on that guy. You see, the more damage we can deal, the better at this point. Invis is really Invis and Protect are really helping us, you know, lower the damage from them physical attacks. So it's just the elemental attacks we've got to worry about eating at this point. But now, we don't have to worry about eating any attacks. Chaos has been defeated. We have vanquished evil in the past. Now obviously, because we've defeated Chaos in the past instead of dying, his 2,000-year time loop is done. If he's not in the past to be sent in the future, you can't send the fiends into the past. But we also killed the fiends in the past, so like, you know. And that is Final Fantasy 1. Now, I really like this game. I mean, from the first, I'll go for the first 3. Before they really sunk in with the big over-the-top stories, the big reveals, multiple characters with little stories and backstories and everything. Final Fantasy 1 is probably my favourite out of the first 3, like hands down. I think 1 is great. It's just simplistic. It's easy. Everything about it, well, not easy. It does prove some challenges sometimes, depending on what you're doing. But for its time, it's a very good game. I mean, it's not a very long game. I think we've done it in like 13, 14 hours, I think, maybe, and we've cleared it. It doesn't take a long time to beat. But it is, like I say, for the first entry, absolutely fantastic. Compared to later games in the series, it does fall short quite dramatically. But I don't know, there's something about it I just really, really enjoy. I think it's the replayability with the different classes, and that means different equipment loadouts, and obviously 4-job class challenges and stuff, which depending on which 4-job classes you use. I mean, heck, you go into battle with 4 masters in the final there, buff them all up with saber. I mean, you have to be fairly high level to survive the physical attacks and whatnot, but like, once you get all 4 buffed, that's pretty much it. Like, your boy Chaos ain't standing for very much longer. But we are done with it. I will be doing Final Fantasy 8 again. I've just had a few issues with 8 and getting the cards I needed. I think I'm some stupid like 40 hours in on triple speed trying to play cards. Well, not trying to, but successfully playing cards to completely break the game, which is a lot of fun. I really enjoy doing it, but hopefully that will be back tomorrow. I'm hoping to get a few of that recorded. And as far as Final Fantasy 2 goes, that will probably be next week. If all goes well, probably next Monday, the start of 2. Which again is another short one, and it's probably the weakest in the series. But I'm still going to do it. You know, why not? This is all for fun. I really enjoy these games. And who knows, if I ever get old and I start losing the plot. Well, get old, I'm already old. If I get older and start losing the plot, then I'm playing them I need. You know, I need me memory jogging of what I'm supposed to do, where I'm supposed to go. I've got everything saved in video format for that. Although I really wish this text rolled quicker. But it is what it is. Remember always, the forces of the world must be used as they are intended. Somebody send that message to Final Fantasy V. Honest, I really don't know why this scrolls so slow. I don't know if it's the limitations of the time the game was released or not. But you are the bringer of light. The one who defeats Garland. If you hadn't guessed it, this is Crescent Lake, where this image is supposed to be. Because obviously that's where the hooded wise robed men were that you're supposed to go talk to if you get lost. I'm pretty sure I pointed that out. I pointed them out. Yeah, that's where we got the canoe from. They all give you little hints. Yeah. It's just finding the one that has the hint you care about. But now, as promised, once this finishes scrolling, I am going to go back through the Chaos Shrine with my Knight, White Wizard, Black Wizard, and Ninja, where we will do the final fight against Chaos yet again. But with a different party, so it's different, isn't it? To fans across the globe, both past and present. Thanks. I don't think they care, but thanks. So yeah, this is just the credits. Which, I mean, yeah, it uses, I mean, it's got the fanfare. It's got that beauty of the original there. But I'm gonna skip this, and I'm gonna go get my other party to the end of the Chaos Shrine, and I'll just meet you back there. Yeah, so I'll take care of that, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back at Chaos here with my original saves. Well, not my original save, but me last playthrough's team of, obviously, as you can see, Gladio the Knight, Vivi the Black Wizard, Ash the White Wizard, and Zidane the Ninja. Now, Excalibur Diamond Helm Dragon Mail Aegis Shield on Gladio with the Diamond Gloves. For some reason, I don't have another Protect Ring. I must have sold it by mistake, so he's just got the Diamond Gloves. Black Mage setup's the same, except he's got the Wizard Rod. White Mage set up the same, except Hailing Staff instead of Thor's Hammer. And this is how I have my Ninja set up. So I've got the Ice Shield on him, Protect Ring, Masamune, Ribbon, and Flame Mail. Now, one thing you'll notice here, though, is my item list is a lot different. I have absolutely no gauntlets here whatsoever. So I'm going to be relying solely on my Black Mage's buffs to get me through this battle. So if this goes a little bit worse than my previous attempt, it is purely just because I am an absolute dodo head and I forgot that I wanted the gauntlets and I've sold them by mistake. Now, because of that though, I can't actually do much in the form of buffing without... Where's here? There it is. Without my Black Mage. Now, my White Mage setup's still the same, and my Black... Oh yeah. This one I actually do have magic levels on my ninja. Ninja is the opposite, like obviously like I said before. Your knight gets access up to level 4 white magic. Your ninja gets access up to level 4 black magic. So buffing is made slightly easier. The thing here though is I'm getting Protero and I've got a hope and goes for physical attack here against the knight because I do need, you know, say there's me, right, so he gets level 3. You can't do much with it, but it's there. Now that means obviously, do I not have Timber on this mage? Oh no, I've got Hold instead for some stupid reason. Well, my black mage is now officially useless, which is nice. I should have checked that beforehand and went and rectified my spells. But I'm going to go Invis there, and we'll start using my... Ooh! Christ on the bike. That was close. You get to see this from the opposite end now because my damage output is going to be a lot lower due to not having them Giants gloves. But I think I can make it work. In all honesty, I think I can make it work. I do just need this dude to just heal himself though. There shouldn't be much on that really. We'll get that in. And with a simple Timber on our black mage. Please survive, Vivi. God damn it. Right, okay, so we gotta see things going a little different this time. Last time we did get very lucky. Our knight took the brunt of everything. The only thing is I cannot stop the DPS onslaught as much as I would like to. I would love to stop the DPS onslaught. You see how damage is like half of what it was before. So the fights would take a little bit longer, but not by much, to be completely honest. I do need to re-get my buffs on. Obviously, there's the pain that you didn't get to see last time. If Chaos decides to heal, he heals for more than his life actually is, I think. I'm not sure Chaos even has that much health. We just have our black mage just going all in though at the minute. I mean, we got lucky there with him taking the turn to heal. It was a turn less of DPS for him, which gives us that extra chance to get buffed back up. We all know we can survive this. We get the invisible back up, so you know black mage is covered. There we go, and we just go back to wheeling on him now. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure at this point here I can just hit auto, and even though the DPS is lower. As long as Helga does its job and gets us above where we need to be, we should be alright, to be honest. Yeah, see, as long as our black mage gets back to full every turn, we're okay, and I can just spam through this till he stops casting flare, and then I'll just go down there casting a different level spell. Cyclone reduces us to 1 hit point, I think. Oh no, he does have possibly has something that reduces us to 1 hit point. I'm almost certain he does. But I'm not 100%. But let's say this team's already cleared it. The way back down, I've got, you know, there's no fight against the Archfiends or anything to do. It is just a simple skip down. I mean, it took us a grand scheme. I think it was about 5-10 minutes just to skip our way on down here. Nice and easy, to be honest with you. I will show Chaos off in the bestiary, after in the bestiary rather, after this fight. Tsunami. Well, I think this turn has to be our last auto battle because our black mage is now doing 5 damage a hit. So I still missed the chance to stop it. Oh, well there we go. And that is it. That is Chaos done with the ninja in the party. The strategy is exactly the same. And if I wasn't a big dum-dum and I kept the Giant's gloves, it would have been even quicker, as the ninja's damage is almost as nuts as the monks. Now I can't skip this scene, so I'm just going to let this play out, and I will meet you back at the bestiary and we will have a look at the old Chaos stats there and maybe some of the the more exciting enemies. So yeah, I'll see you there. Right, so we're back here after the credits in the bestiary. A few things I want to point out. Crazy Horse enemy is a slightly rarer encounter. It says world map, but it's near provoker. Just in case anybody that's watching this is going for 100%, I've showed you all the chests, I've showed you how to beat all the bosses. I've showed you everything there is for every achievement. I'm just going to quickly go over the rare encounters. Crawler, rare encounter in the Marsh Cave. Most of these you will just bump into naturally. I think I did with all of them, like the Okra Jelly is a rare encounter in the Cavern of the Earth. Now, a couple of them, like you've got like Remoraz here, can be encountered in a few places. It says world map and Cavern of Ice, but it can be encountered in a few little places. Same as the Sabertooth here. Another rare encounter that you can encounter in a few places. I think I showed that one in the Mirage Tower. The Allosaurus in the forest outside of Lufenia is where you encounter that. I mean, that rare, I've killed 7 of them. I mean, you can see like Sabertooth, I've got 18. Okra Jellies, I mean, Remoraz, we've got 7. Like, none of them are super rare. Like the ghost enemy in the Shrunken Shrines, I've got 25 of them, but you find them in a battle of 4 anyway. Next one that's a little bit rarer is the Water Nagger. As you see, I've only got 1 Water Nagger. We never encountered it on this playthrough. Encountered in the Shrunken Shrine or the Cure Shrine on the floor where you fight Kraken. Not too difficult of a fight, obviously. Tyrannosaur, another one, which is the northeast of the desert. I know it says world map, but it's in the northeast desert section, if I remember correctly, of where the Mirage Tower is. I mean, it shows you on the bestiary there on my screen where you encounter said rare game. At the Green Dragon, Chaos Shrine and Waterfall Cavern. Then obviously next one is the Soldier, which is the Flying Fortress, which we did encounter. Warmech, I'll come back to. Back to Warmech. Rios, we saw in the Chaos Shrine. You saw us fighting that in the Chaos Shrine, obviously. And then the last one is the Iron Golem, which is also in the Chaos Shrine. This one was the hardest one to encounter, but I think I fought a couple of them in the one we've just did. Now, obviously, you'll see Liches in here twice, but this is the one where he's slightly buffed. I mean, not much. I mean, you can see the increase in health values here. Chaos, you never see his HP stats. I think he's got somewhere in the range of about, what, 10,000 or so? Which doesn't sound like a lot, but it is quite a lot. And I mean, I could just go straight in and battle it if I wanted to with the last team that I beat it, but I'm not going to do that. Like Warmech here. Warmech, as you see, I've got 2 kills on Warmech. One I did in my first playthrough for, 100% of the game, and the one I've grinded for here. Warmech is dangerous purely based on the fact that it's got... I mean, we'll look at its stats, right? Its health's only 2k, but good attack, good accuracy, good magic defense, good evasion. If we went down to Tiamat and compared that, right? The only one that's comparable that Tiamat's got there, right, is his evasion and magic defense. Like, that's all he's got. It gets to Warmech here. And, I mean, look at it. He's got more attack, more accuracy than anything else we fight in the game. Comparable with Chaos levels of what he can do if you're unprepared, to be honest with you. As you can see, that's the battle there I could do with this team. I'm not going to. It's exactly the same strategy. But, hopefully you've enjoyed the Final Fantasy 1 walkthrough. As always, with showing you that bestiary there and where enemies can be encountered, this is a 100% walkthrough. There is not a single achievement that has been missed. There is no missable achievements in this game apart from the bestiary and the treasures. But there isn't a single area you're locked out of, so you can always go back and get them. But, as always, this is Daddy Gladdy, signing out. Have a good day.